Hello, welcome back. So in this tutorial we are going to see the Braintree transaction one. So just for the quick recap, in the last two video we have seen already how to create the customer by using the Braintree, and the second one was the how to deal with the payment methods, like to creating the customer, updating the payment details, finding the payment, updating the payment, and deleting the payment against the payment token. Okay, so here in this video we are going to deal with like the various transactions which is possible by using the connectors. So that connectors are already provided by the Braintree. Okay, so here in this tutorial or video we are going to cover the use case related with the creating the transaction sales. Okay, once the transaction sales is created, we are going to find that transactions against the transactions ID. Okay, by default it has the batch processing at the Braintree side. By default all the payments or transactions created for the sale, they are authorized in a batch wise. Okay, but sometimes happens like if it is delaying, we can have this facility also. We can explicitly call the authorizations against the transaction ID, and on the basis of various parameters we will have this facility. We can able to search the transactions. Okay, so as part of today's we are going to discuss this all the use cases. Okay, so let me go through the implementations. Okay, so this is the first things we have. I have created this. So in this use case where we are going to creating the customers, then we are updating the payment. Okay, and this payment method is going to update it against the customer ID. Okay, and against this payment or customer ID we are going to create one transactions. Okay, so quickly we will go through the configurations. Okay, so here you can see this is the customers creation. So I am putting the customer details. Okay, and here if you see I am not giving any the payment details because the payment related things we are going to capture into this activity payment method create. If you say no payment method billing address, okay, no payment method options, nothing related with the payment. Okay, coming to this payment methods create, here we are basically dealing with the payment related. Okay, so if you see this payment is we are creating against the target ID. So this target ID is nothing but the customer ID. So we are storing the where customer response in a target variables, and from there against this ID we are basically putting into the we are creating the payment details. So what are the payment details we are creating? See, this is the payment details, means we are giving the card holder, card name, CVV, expiration month, expiration year. Okay, here is the address related with the payment method billing address. In the payment method options we are just dealing with all the defaults like fail or duplicate payment methods we are putting as the false, and we are not providing, just we are keeping with the false. But here we have the options like suppose we are verifying the cards. Okay, if you want to skip the advanced fraud checking, so these all options we can able to play around. Okay, so once the customer creation happens and the payment method is getting created, now the next thing is we have to deal with the transactions. Okay, so how we are updating these transactions? Transactions means like from we have made the purchase from the website and some monetary related transaction has been done from our bank account to the like the payment providers account. Okay, so this is the related with the transaction. So we also used to sell the capture transactions. Okay, or and the state, if you say in the very high level we can say the authorized transactions. So what all the informations we are passing? So we are passing the amount related. So this is the sales means transaction related. What is the order ID against which the transaction is made? What is the purchase order number? Okay, is there any discount? Is there any tax amount? So these all details I am passing. So no billing address because already we have passed this. Okay, now these transactions we are making against the transaction ID. Okay, no descriptor. This is the line item. This is related with the product details. So what are the quantities, okay, what is the product code, product name we have passed, okay, and here the payment method, okay. So this transaction is happened, okay, against the token which we are getting returned by the payment method create. So this is the reason this is the very important, okay. So this transaction we are linking to the payment method create, okay, and this transaction also we are linking with this customer one, okay. Apart from that, if we have the required any shipping, okay, we can able to put here shipping, okay, by using the like existing shipping address or new shipping address, okay, but as of now I don't need, okay. So let's see like how this is going to created. So let's see the JSON for that. So suppose this is my JSON request. So this is the customer info, here is the cust ID, this is the contact details, this is the address I am passing, this is the delivery address I am passing, this is the payment details I am passing. So card holder name is, okay, let me change this card holder name is, okay, this is the card numbers, okay, this is CVV expiration month, and these are the some orders, okay. This is some dummy data I have taken for the understanding point of view, okay. So let's hit this, okay, see. Yeah, so this is 200, okay, but we need to check this last one, success true, which means the customer payment method and transaction has been made. How we can verify that? By looking into the Braintree sandbox. So let us go here, PayPal Braintree, okay. Yeah, I'm on the landing page. This is the vault, okay. So I'm going to find out the, I'm searching this. So you can see this is the search, okay. If I looked into the vault, this is the, I found this customers, okay. Just ignore for the time being this, because already I have saved this as a vault. So by default it is coming with the every transactions, okay. In the every transaction it's coming, okay. So now see, so I have already saved one of the my card as a in vault, so it is appearing by default. But we will see for this card there is no any transaction happened. If you see, no transaction happened against this card, okay. If you see here the transaction I am doing with ending with 8431, this is the reason here you can able to see there is the one transactions, okay. So one transactions already has been made, okay. If you wanted to put into, see this last transaction, you can see this is the authorized amount 120 USD. If you see here 120 USD, okay. And if you see, this payment method token is nothing but the this ID, so this is interlinked. So against this card, okay, so just we will see the all the details, okay. So here this is the customer details, we can see this is the payment method, okay. So one is the by default which is coming from the saved vault, okay, and this is the from the request, okay. It is showing here the last 10 transactions. So if you see, there is one transaction we can able to see here, okay. Here also we can able to see, we can make it edit, we can make the new transactions, we can subscription, we can delete, okay. And here it's showing the details about the transactions. Here it's showing the all the address, okay. So let's go into this way, okay. So here you say the customer ID, this customer, let me go back. Yeah, so this is customer ID name, the AMX credit card has been used, these are the details, okay. Billing address is this, and there is already one transactions here, okay. Let's open this transaction and see what all are details here. So if you say this merchant is tech compilation sales one, this here tax amount is 20 USD, okay. This is the order number, order ID, authorized. If you see the street address like not provided, okay. So here you can see able to 120 amount, okay. Along with that you can able to see the transaction key, e-commerce and billing, and here the thing are authorized, and this is the line item, means the against which product and what are the order lines item which the transaction has made. If you click it, you can able to see like Lenovo 32 GB laptop, this is the debit happened, quantity was 1, unit was 60 something, total amount like this. So we can able to say all the details here. Okay, so this transaction we can able to see already authorized. Okay, so by default authorized. So in order to play with these transactions, what we have to do, we have to remember this transaction ID, which is the payment method token, or we can say the token only. Okay, so suppose if I have to go to this authorize one, okay, or maybe just go to the find the transactions. Okay, suppose I need to see what are the transaction details. Okay, so what we can go, we have the another endpoint already developed. Okay, so we have developed as part of the, by using the query parameter, so we'll simply put the transaction ID there. Okay, and it is going to fetch. So if you see the configuration of this, it is just looking for the only the transaction ID, nothing else. Okay, so once we pass this transaction ID, and after hitting the send, let's see. Okay, so it's fail. Let me see the error. Okay, not found. Okay, why not found? Its transaction is already there. Transaction ID. Okay, let me take this. See here. Query params 1, yeah, it's there, transaction ID. Let me see if there any space on that, or maybe required something. What's this? No. Okay, let me see what is the transaction ID, if I'm picking the correct one or not. This transaction ID, so this is the customer, this is the one transaction ID. Yes, let's pass this. API transaction find, maybe some minor issue will be there. Transaction find. Okay. Showing not found. I think it's strange. Why it's saying not found? Okay, so let me see what the value it is coming. Where transaction ID. Okay, so it seems like, okay, so we will go to here and we'll see. Yeah, it's coming. Okay, so I don't know, like, what is the wrong here to bring these things. Braintree transaction ID is where does this. Okay, fine. Pass dot add transaction ID. Okay, maybe some wrong, some things in the property name. Okay, let it restart. Okay, so just wait. If it is restarting. Okay, so let me pass this request. Okay, and I think it will start again. Let's wait here. Let's see. I think it should start. Okay, let me try it out whether able to see or not. Okay, so seems like it is stuck. Stop. So let me stop it and let me restart it again. Okay, so I'm starting it again. Let's see. Okay, so till now, like this is running. Maybe we can go through this our here. Yeah, so this, as apart from sandbox, also we have these things like we can able to perform the action against any transactions. Okay, let me show you. Like here, like suppose if we have to, in this customer, if I have to do the some transactions with this, okay, against this, okay, I can go here in the new transactions. Okay, I can suppose I can the sell, I will say suppose £10, $10, tax amount is 2 USD currencies. Okay, purchase order PO 12345, order ID suppose ORD 123, skip premium fraud checking. This is the customer, this is the card, this is the billing address. Okay, use the billing address. If I'll get the, if you have to use the create new address, we can able to we can use the use save address. Okay, create. So by using the sandbox also we can able to play around. Okay, so if you go here into the vault, okay, if you search it again against that customer, you can able to see again against each payment method we can see one transactions, and both are, you can see the authorized. So this is one which we have triggered through the API, this is authorized. Okay, and this is what we have like done from the sandbox also. Okay, so both are in the authorized state. Okay, let's once start. Okay, so it's started. Okay, so first this is the transaction ID. Let me see whether able to see or not. Okay, oh, I think I'm doing the wrong things maybe. So let's use this ID. I'm using the payment method token. Okay, let's use this transaction ID. I think this must be bring this ID. Yeah, so sorry, I was using the payment method token, so I have to use the ID. This is the transaction ID. So suppose I took this transaction ID for the 120 USD, you can able to see it's able to fetch this. Okay, and you can see here the status is the authorized, and you can see the amount is 120. Okay, source API user is this. Okay, so we can able to see all the details whatever we have seen already into the sandbox. If you wanted to see against this one also, we can go there, we can put this, send this. See here, for that also we can able to see what is this shipping. Yeah, so status is authorized, amount is 10, status is here the authorized. So this is the status history against this transaction ID. So here we can able to find and check the status of each and every transaction ID which made against your the payment methods. Okay, so in that we are able to, we seen this create customer, payment, create transactions, and the find transaction ID. Okay, now I am going to see the search transaction status. Okay, so if you see this, how this search has been implemented. Okay, so in this Braintree connector of this transaction search, it has the so many parameters by using which we can able to do the search. Like suppose I wanted to see all the transactions which are in the authorized state or the void state or the settled state. Okay, So if you go to the search parameters, if you see here edit online, so there are lots of the informations are there. Okay, here it is also the filter parameters. Here it is on the basis of certain dates, like suppose the authorization expired at, authorized at, on the basis of certain date range parameter, we have also this provision, we can search it. Okay, so here I have taken the example. Suppose I wanted to search on the basis of the status, that is the transaction status, whether it is authorized, settling, authorizing, settled, submitted for settlement, and this is the voided. This all, what is the meaning of this, we are going to cover into the next upcoming video. Okay, so let's see. As of now, on the basis of the transaction status, I am searching. So here I have already hard coded this value. Okay, like on the basis of this value which I have already configured, this is able to search it. Okay, so let me go to the Postman transaction search, and here transaction status, let me take it from here. You can see here the status is there. Okay, and let me search is the authorized. Okay, and let me hit this. See, you can able to see here. Oh, let me bring this into the Notepad++, then we can able to understand. Okay, so we have the two transactions as of now we have seen. So here you can say that it is array, just making it here. You can see the like total 4 transactions, which means that it is looking into the entire Braintree account and it's allowing to search from there how many transactions are authorized. So this is the, if you see the authorized, so this is the one, I think the status is authorized for the 10 amount. Okay, 10 rupees. Okay, so this is the one for the 10 rupees. Now coming to the second one, it must be the amount is the 120 rupees, we have seen it. Okay, coming to the third one, I think it is the amount 80 rupees. This belongs to your, let me tell you, this belongs to your second customer, because we have the 2 customers. So this must be belonging to this 1001. This is the Ankit Sharma. So here you can say this is the belongs to this 80 USD. Okay, one more it is showing, we need to see. This belongs to amount 500. Okay, maybe this is something's happened earlier. So how we can see, like suppose here we are not able to see the customer, seems like someone has deleted that customer. Okay, so how we can see like from where it is bringing. Okay, so if you go to the transactions and you make the search, okay, like suppose I'm searching with status all, if you search it, you can be able to see. Okay, so these are the authorized 10, 20, 80, 500, which means that 500 is voided. So which means someone has cancelled. Okay, anyhow we are going to see it must be authorized sometimes. This is the reason it is voided. Okay, so if you see previously it was authorized. Okay, this 500 USD, and someone it cancel either by calling the API or directly logging into the sandbox. So this is the voided, means the cancelled. Okay, so this is the reason it's bringing this 501, because at certain time it was also authorized. Okay, so this is the how we can able to see like what is the on the basis of the transaction status. There are so many parameters on the date or other status we can able to, like suppose if I will see voided, voided, let's see. Okay, yeah, so if you see, okay, it is coming voided or not, maybe it's matching the all, because I have set this parameter for all. Okay, like multiple options I have shared, so whatever the transaction will be, it is going to bring on the basis of, yeah, so all the 4 it's bringing, because if you see here I have shared like on the basis of this bring thus all. If I will remove all and I will keep only the voided, it will bring only the voided. Okay, so this is the transaction search. Okay, now coming to our this transaction authorize. Okay, so since it is already authorized, this transaction ID, okay, not found, so maybe it's better to again to avoid this transactions. Okay, so let it be restarted. Okay, so here I just wanted to show, like, although I am trying to invoke this transaction adjust authorizations, but it is happening so quickly, like we are unable to get the chance to deal with this. Okay, but at least we can able to see the error which will tell us that this transaction is already authorized. Okay, so vault, go to next, I will take this 1002 and let's see this. I will say let this ID. Okay, 10.1. I just wanted to ensure that it is already authorized, but I wanted to see whether it is authorized or not. Okay, so what I will do, sorry, not this one, I will pass as a part of the URI parameters and let's see. So we must get the error something. So here this is 200. Okay, here see, so here it is saying that I called this transaction authorizations, but here the error is saying transaction is not eligible for the adjustment. Why it is saying that not eligible for the adjustment? Mean it is already authorized. Okay, and here we can get the success is false. Okay, and there one more thing you can able to see. Yeah, so here the transaction is already authorized. Okay, so this is the very valid. In the very first video I have already like explained that whether it is error or success, always we are going to get at this 200. Okay, from the status code. Okay, but how we are going to check whether it is success or error? So we need to look into the error object block like this. Once it is appearing, which means there is a error, and this will help you the single one. Whether success false means this was the error out, or success 2 means this is the successfully like process at the Braintree. Okay, so it is already. Let's check the another one, like suppose take this one, we will get the same error for that as well. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so status is already authorized. Okay, and here you can say the transaction is not eligible for the adjustment and success is false. Okay, so I think in this video we have covered the transactions activities, which by using that we can able to sell the transactions, which is the means capture the transactions. Okay, and we can find the transactions. We can also, if required explicit, we can authorize the transactions, and on the various parameters we can able to search the transactions. So in this we have searched on the basis of transaction status. So hope you like this video. Okay, and in the next upcoming video where we'll see some more status or transaction related things about this, like the refund, okay, settlement and partial refund, full refund, partial settlement, full settlement. Okay, till I think thanks for watching. Happy learning.